What's up, Mech Bros? Today, with the release of MechWarrior 5, I am instead covering MechAssault's fan-made game, Wolves. This is brought to you by Pajama Boy, aka Ryan. Some people, like Ryan, started Battletech with Xbox in their MechAssault games. MechAssault's very action oriented. It's kind of like third person MechWarrior Online in a way. If you're comparing it that way, you can't really compare MechAssault to, say, MechWarrior 3 or MechWarrior 4. I would say a third person MWO is kind of like MechAssault. In MechAssault, you could jump out of the mech and you're kind of a vulnerable guy. You can also do that in Living Legends, but in Living Legends, you have a fighting chance. And if you ever played a game for Super Nintendo called Metal Warriors, you can also jump out of your robot, whatever they called that, and you would have a jetpack and a machine gun. But that's a side game. Metal Warriors is how I got my introduction into BattleTech, even though that's not a BattleTech game. But a lot of guys like Ryan got their start into BattleTech with MechAssault. A lot of younger guys started with MechAssault. Myself, I started with MechWarrior 3. Recently, the First Circuit podcast showed this game off, thanks to Ryan, and he was nice enough to let me become a tester to the game. And this is the alpha build 0.0.8, I believe. It might have another 0 in there, but this is like it's kind of close to release according to what I heard on the podcast. So here we have the title screen. So to customize, you can change your name. I don't think it's really going to matter right now, but you can choose, currently in this build, 3 mechs. I've tried these 3. I like the Cougar the best. And you can choose some skins. I don't think they show up right now in this build, but they are there. There's 3. No, if you count default, there's 4. There'll be more than that on release. There's not a release date currently for this game. This is the alpha build for the game. And looking at the Wolves subreddit, currently the mechs they have for, I guess, the release here is Cougar, Flea, Raven, Koto, Kit Fox, Puma, Owens, Uziel, Raptor, Magcat, Vulture, Catapult, and Catapult with a K. I'm not the biggest expert on lore or even all of the mechs in the game, so I'm not sure what Catapult with a K is. With my experience with MechWarrior Online, I know there's a K2 Catapult. Maybe it's slang for that. Maybe Catapult with a K has some other weapons on it. Oh, also, they're showing that they have the Atlas, so it looks like the Atlas is the only assault mech available. Straight on release. So on release they have, for their game modes, Grinder, which seems to be you're just fighting until you die. Other planned game modes they have are Destruction, Team Destruction, Capture the Flag, and they have some others that are in the works. I know on the podcast they talked about doing something like Rocket League with mechs, where instead of the ball, you have I think he said a nuclear bomb, which would be a different take for MechWarrior. That would be kind of like taking MechWarrior 4's Capture the Flag mode, which is a whole new take for BattleTech from what I saw, where the objective was to go find the flag, take it, run it to the other base. That's a whole nother take than saying just team deathmatch or free for all. That was pretty cool because that changed the strategy of the game and gave us something else to do. So, Wolves is the free fan-made version of MechAssault. MechAssault is the most niche version of BattleTech there is. So it's definitely going to be a free game based on Microsoft stipulations for the community, where we have to make games and make no profit off of them because that's just how they want it to be for the time being. So all of these games, Wolves, the MechWarrior 3 weapons mod, Living Legends, MechTech's MechWarrior 4 work, all of these are free works that the community has done and is still doing and is still planning to really bolster up the MechWarrior gaming community, since it takes so long to get new games, especially multiplayer games. And speaking of that, Wolves is, I believe the focus is PvP, unlike the current MechWarrior 5, which is currently the focus is PvE. When this game releases, we'll have another multiplayer game to shoot each other up in. So enough talking, I'll go into this and show off the alpha build, which is, it seems to be on the Ill Fortune map here, and it seems to be a never ending wave of single enemies, just one-on-one. I really like, as I loaded up, the jump jets are nice. I'd love to have these directional jump jets. So up at the top middle, you see the red square. That is showing you where the enemies are. The left is jump jet fuel. The right green blocks are my health. And the left is how hot my weapon's gonna get. So here I can zoom in. I can shoot, and overhead you see his health. And my rate of fire is in the middle. I'm gonna light him really up, real good for you guys. A little bit of a frame drop there, but boom. He is dead. He blew up, so I'm getting his salvage. Salvage is supposed to make your game a bit crazier. You're supposed to have more damage. I believe you get maybe some health off of it. Kind of like if you play Quake. As you kill, you get better stuff. You pick up stuff off the map. I'm gonna shoot this guy down again. Uh-oh, where'd he go? Come on, buddy. Let's go. Salvage, and I'll go see if I can find some other salvage on the map just to display. I'll shoot a little bit harder here. Okay, let's go grab this blue. Okay, I collected 3 or 4 already, so approach the enemy again. Oh look, some more. So let's see how fast this time to kill is compared to just the vanilla weapons when you start off. Uh-oh. We got the BBCs. Looks like I'm doing maybe double damage, maybe triple damage. He went down pretty fast. As you saw there, whoa, the mechs explode, so once you kill, you have to let them explode, and then you can get their salvage to get better weapons or health or whatever. Okay, now we got 2 guys. I like this. I don't think I supported Hawken, but I played that game a little bit during beta and during release. If you could play for free with beta, I think so. And that game's a bit faster paced. It felt a bit more like Unreal Tournament, where you're really going really fast with like rocket skates and doing cartwheels and stuff like this. This is a bit more mech style, like if you're using light mechs and medium mechs, this is about the speed you expect. So there, if I was to send the explosion, my right side, my health bar, they would lower. I really like to have complete control over this thing. It really feels like using a light mech, say in MechWarrior 3. The mobility is great. Well, from my experience, when Mech 4 hit, you really had to the startup and slow down, like for instance here, this dancing, you couldn't really do that quite as easily in Mech 4. You had a lot of startup and slow down. And they took that further in MechWarrior Online when it came to jump jets with that startup and slow down. You couldn't be nearly as agile as you could in Mech 3. But MechAssault really had that mobility down where you're just kind of free to move around. But don't expect that with the assault mechs. You're going to be the fat boy on the field. You can't do what these lights and mediums can do. I love this play style here. Fast and quick, agile, dance around, make people miss. That's a style I enjoy. I know people who started with MechAssault, that's what they're used to. So I'll stand here to show you. So you stand in the middle, you're gonna die. Then we have the game over screen. I died on purpose just to show everybody. There, I edited my name. There's the damage I've done, kills, and I believe in seconds how long that was. But that's a quick look at the alpha build of Wolves, brought to you free by Pajama Boy and his team. This is the first map, Ill Fortune. They're going to have 3 more maps in the game. And anytime we have something free, say, you know, from Mech Tech, from Mech 4, from Wandering Samurai, for Living Legends, from the weapons mod for Mech 3, from Ancient Freako to now the Wolves MechAssault game from Pajama Boy, I'm all willing to download and play and support anything free that the fans, the community have made for us, because the more we have, the more fun we can have. the different flavors of BattleTech are always welcome in my book. And you look around, it's not that bad looking for a fan game being worked on for around a year. I give my props off to this team. I can't wait to have another multiplayer MechWarrior game to play. I think this is great for the community, and I hope you guys are excited about the future of what I'm calling BattleTech Warrior. I'll see you guys around.